Hello, and welcome to BUS6002 Career Practical Training Extension. I'm Dr. Foster, and I see that there's 5 of you this session, and you're all repeats from my last session. So I look forward to working with you in Summer 1 of 2020. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to look a little bit real quickly at my home page here. There's some differences that I want to make sure that you understand from even last session. So again, here's my contact information. I'm giving you my cell and my, so you can text me, you can call me, and you can email me, but I want to make sure that we communicate really closely this session. Again, we've done some different point allocations for the extension course this session that were different from last. So I'm going to go into the syllabus here. It's on the main page, and to show you those. Okay, so again, this was just updated. So the offer letter that we did is not worth as many points. It's just basically getting that offer letter in from your employer again. Many of you are working with the same employer, so it's going to be a similar offer letter that you had last session. Also, the job readiness report, that's, again, it might seem like it's redundant, but we need you to go through and fill that out. I mean, your job responsibilities, you may have some new responsibilities, and so get that to me and do your best on it. That's worth 150 points. Then we are doing weekly reports, but this time not all every week. We start the weekly reports in week 2, and so we have 5 of them: week 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And each of those are worth 40 points. So that's your 200 points there. Then in week 7, we're going to do your self-evaluation report. Last time it was week 8. This time we're doing it in week 7, where you're, judging yourself and giving yourself your self-evaluation. And then in week 8, the employer report again is due, where we're having your employer go in and rate you on those same items. So that's important. That's a little bit of a difference. Also, the CPT reflection, it's a 400 to 500 words. It's going to be required, and it's got the highest point allocation. Okay, so you're going to need to take your time with that. You're going to have to write that in APA, format. And also, I urge you all, you have to have Grammarly. That if there was one constant last session, it was constantly having you go in and use the Grammarly. Also, you shouldn't write in compound sentences. If you have more than 25 words in a sentence, the sentence is too long generally. So go ahead and write shorter sentences. Make sure that those sentences are in the proper format. Also, don't write in one large paragraph. If you have a different thought process as you're explaining, that needs to be in a new paragraph. So again, we're going to be watching those things very, very concentrated this session. All right. If you need to be able to download Grammarly. So again, you can see all of these things were similar to what you did, a little bit different point allocations. And so keep a look out for that. All right. So then we go back in, again, there's Grammarly setup instructions. You should all have those by now. And you should be using the Grammarly that you got with your CMU student account, which was your first initial last name generally at student.calmu.edu. So utilize that one. If you got a free version of that you downloaded, it's not as powerful. So it's not going to help you as much. The other thing is, please, you need to write every response, even your weekly reports, everything on your Word document first, and run that through Grammarly. Also, make sure that your sentence structure is good and that your paragraph structure is good. And then once you've done that, I would even put it down for a few minutes, maybe an hour, come back to it. And that way you can have a fresh perspective on it and just do a proof before you actually submit it. All right, I think that's going to help your writing tremendously. I use Grammarly, and I'm a native English speaker, and I am doctorate, and I'm a decent writer, but I still find things that Grammarly helps me on. So if I can use it, it's a tremendous tool. That's why I am urging you to absolutely use it, because it's going to, nothing will make a greater difference in your overall success in this course than being able to write effectively and utilizing the right grammar and sentence structure and paragraph structure. All right, so there's that. If you have any challenges with that and you can't get it, you don't have the right version, you don't know how to get the right version back onto your computer, contact me and I'll put you in touch with the people that are there. So now also there's a new, this is a new Moodle this session. There's a on the home page. I think you have it as well. You'll see this is a link, a video from Rupali, our librarian and student resources manager, and she's done a nice job about giving you the basics of the new Moodle. You can see all of the dashboards and everything are on the left-hand side, and I think you're going to find this to be a tremendous tool for you. If you have any challenges, again, you can go to the help desk for Moodle, but also contact, if that doesn't work out for you, contact me and I'll make sure you get in touch with the person or persons that can help you. All right. So now the other thing on the course is be sure that you do follow the instructions well and contact me and have absolute constant communication with me. There's nothing that's going to be more important for you than that. All right. And again, my contact information is here. I will probably be calling each one of you for a one-on-one talk sometime during the course. Probably be 15-20 minutes. I want to get to know you better, but I really want to make sure that you are getting the most out of this course. Now, one of the other things that I did that I'm going to share something else with you now. The format for the reports are slightly different this session, okay? It's not always the same, and you'll see here, I want more of these items, okay? Area of emphasis, of course, we want that. We want your name, your title, and your cell phone number here. I would need your cell phone number so we can communicate better. But this is to more, not relating it so much every week to how this ties into your course assignments and your program. We have that at the end of the course in that survey. So this one is going to be more about how you are engaging with your supervisor and your fellow workers and how those challenges. Again, many times last session, you're saying I did very much the same thing. I've asked you to really concentrate on the differences that you're doing that week. And again, this whole thing about career practical training is utilizing your critical thinking skills. So we want you to concentrate on that. How are you communicating with your supervisor? How are you communicating with your other workers, co-workers? And how are you utilizing those valuable critical thinking skills to be more effective in working with your supervisor, for your employer on the whole, and how are you using those critical thinking skills to more effectively organize and communicate with your fellow workers. So that's what this type of report is going to be. Again, that's in weeks 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, 40 points each. And again, the instructions every week are here. You have this area right in here to go ahead and put your response if you want to do it do the first portion here and have the second page start your reply. That's fine as well. So again, this is a Word doc, so you can utilize that. You can type in here, but again, utilize Grammarly and really run it through Grammarly and utilize proper sentence structure, proper paragraph structure. All right. So again, good luck, and I will be having videos with you throughout the session, and you have my contact information, and please contact me when there's any challenges on your side. So thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you this entire session. Bye-bye.